Hello, everybody. Welcome to my class, Intro to Google Docs. My name is Salih Mansur. I am an instruction technology student at Torah University of New York, getting my Master of Science. And the class is Distance Learning Applications, EDIN 646, fall of 23, Dr. Baya. So here I started with the interface of the Google Classroom because it is my favorite, not one of my favorite. Like everything Google is my favorite, unlike some people. So as you see here, although I don't teach anywhere right now, I have classes which intro to education. I prepare it for this class for a previous assignment. And as you see, English 101, CA, which I was teaching English like online to Turkish students, to many people in Turkey. So I was using and utilizing this. And this is DevSecOps. It is very complicated IT program, very high. I don't know much, even though I have an IT background, but I was the one who did the website, integrated everything into a classroom. It was kind of a pro bono project for Uber drivers to take them out of Uber and put them in IT workforce. So it worked. So my experience with Google Classroom is phenomenal. Then why? We have the objective. I believe we have to have kind of like a reference point, like originating point, which Google Docs is good and great. It is kind of like everybody's using some like Gmail, familiar with it. Right after that, it is kind of like intuitively we know how to use somehow email. Right after that, start with Google Docs is gonna pave us a way to Google Slides, Sheets, Forms. Of course, Forms comes, I guess, first because we have to integrate a lot of forms into Google Docs. What else? Jamboard. What else? Google Drive, also one of my favorite, whatsoever. So 5 Ws, 1 H, right? So in this one, this class kind of an overview and get the basics, like also here 5 Ws, 1 H. What can I do with Google Drive? How can I do it? Where can I do it? Whatsoever. Also here, why? Because if there's a why, there's a way. In my case, like in the classroom, I always show my students how I utilize Google Docs to my English learners as second language students, DevOps students, like how can I take notes, read them wherever I go, whatsoever. And where, accessible anywhere, even can use Google Docs offline, which is great. As soon as you go online, it just updates itself. How? Okay, user-friendly, integrates with other Google services. Even I do, for example, like Google Slides. Before that, prior to that, I work with Google Docs a lot, like all over, like put some kind of background, some kind of content. Then I start going to Google Slides, for example. For my class, as you see, like you previously saw in the interface, I have many other students. My classes, I try my best not to confine education with within the walls of any institution, like time frame, procedure, just give them the value of learning something. After learning this, get the idea of transfer knowledge. You got to learn Google Docs, right? So transfer that knowledge to Google Slides. Then move on. Okay, so here is my class. Put the pictures, and many people, like from my experience, even though I didn't teach this one, many of my friends, like I helped them get their website, whatever, connect their website to Google Docs and other stuff. Oh yeah, I saw that, like I received an email, I clicked on it, Google Docs open, I signed, I corrected something, I copied and paste whatsoever. They have some kind of experience, whether they know it or not, but I don't pretend that they have the experience. So I start from scratch because Google Docs is going to lay foundation for the other Google tools. Okay, so you see, like my classwork, from my classwork, I have lots of introductions. Then I say intro to intros. And start with syllabus, with rubric, very concise, like a page. As somebody who experienced lots of challenges in education, even now, like maybe you saw me like in front of camera, my eyes, I go all over because I have lots of problems with my eyes and learning problems as well, reading and other stuff. So I'm kind of trying to kind of train myself like to be less, but more. Less is more, simple but genius and sophisticated. Because with these like syllabus, 3-4 pages, okay, some people like it, but in my case, everything gotta be like 1, 2, 3, like everything is in one place. So then intro to the class, how class is being conducted, time frame. I didn't specifically put a time frame because for some people, because I assume that my students are adult learners, Uber drivers, restaurant workers, they could handle it from 2-3 days to 2-3 weeks. But we supposed to meet about 3-4 times at least in person, and not necessarily every student must attend. They can follow the instructions and they can join, but I could open like classes twice a week. Also from my previous experience, I always did that. I gave them some kind of flexibility in this urban setting and environment. Frequency. So as I said, I put the structure in 3 parts: introductions to syllabus, the class, teaching philosophy, kind of introduction to teaching philosophy. Also introduce yourselves a little bit. So I put like videos and other stuff, like kind of links, sources. Maybe if they have time, they can watch 3 to 5 minute videos, TED Talks, and they get inspired. And also I introduced myself. Syllabus and rubric. So as you see here, it is just like one page. Course overview, simple. Get the basics and build upon basics to fortify to get the advance. Infrastructure is more important. I said lessons because many people, when I tell them like modules, they get lost. But I say lessons, sometimes as modules. So they get the idea. L1, L2, L3, 4, 5. 5 basic lessons, but in between. So I didn't put like too much emphasis on like too many things or under like module 1, 1, 2, 3, because also as somebody who's interested in kind of neuroscience and education psychology, you have 3 to 5 second span of focus and attention. Grading, simple, but very flexible, redoable, resubmittable. But what I use and utilize is HyFlex as scaffolding. Okay. So the course also has a name, subname, Google Docs Simplified. All the functionalities, target audience, anybody, everybody. So they can have some kind of, whether they're taking some night class at a community college, maybe continuing classes, maybe they want to go back to college. So give them some kind of necessary tools and skills so they can sustain their education. Give them, not give them the fish, give them the talent of how to fish. Okay, then, yeah, but the importance is apply Google Docs skills in real world scenarios. Then I have projects and collaboration, which is assignments. Like I name them here assignment, but sometimes people are afraid of assignment or homework. They're afraid of it, unfortunately. But it's a project. It's a project. So they're all relative to real life. They're reflective essays. Write something about you, like about yourself, your past, your your dreams. Community, like mention each other, ask each other, and see other, also share here with the community so we can get to know each other better, also get inspired from others. People move people. Okay, then let's check the collaboration discussion board. Yeah, this is the backbone of the class, the collaboration. There's no like point in it. The points are more like the summary of the discussion, personal summaries of discussion. But for them to be able to make those summaries, they need here. Okay. Cite, also I try to be minimalist. So citations, Google Trend, I love them, even though I kind of know I'm not bad. I still like watch them because their videos are so, effective, short. I love Google about, Google guys. But I think if they start with this, 1-2 minute training videos, and then they can go deep into other resources. Start with the like small pool. Then the big picture, as you see, my course is also doesn't cost anything, free, as my previous courses. And it's easy, not too many apps, whatever, just be in one place and see everything like all in one. Don't get distracted. Okay, as you see, the whole summary of my course is one page. The syllabus, introductions with the syllabus, the important one. You introduce yourself. You get introduced to the class, to the instructor, and then start classes, get the basics, and do the projects. Connect to there's no quiz, okay? There's no exam. Don't scare them. And the collaboration is the glue to the community. So let's go from here. I just want to quickly, after seeing getting the gist of my class, we will see like how my class is like. Here is my stream. It's the Google Docs, my posts, the class work, introductions. I put them in the beginning so students, learners don't go all over. There was the syllabus. Syllabus is here. Although also It is very simple. It can stick in here, you know, you don't get lost. Introduction to class, you know, and what else? Syllabus, you see, like 1 page. What else? My teaching philosophy, just like also my teaching portfolio I put all over. And you see integration of multimedia education and self-regulated learning. Introduce yourselves. Also, there's a TED talk, like welcome through the instructor, who I am, my website, my video that I did in 2016, educational autobiography, and still relevant. Like my ideas didn't change because I've been having the same challenges since I was born. The eyes and other stuff about learning, not only physical, also from my community, you know, like family whatsoever. But we can go over our challenges and obstacles together, you know. So what I gain from those experiences, I can reflect those experiences on others and help them so they don't have much problem going through. So these are the classes. See the objective, the basics. Very simple. First class, how to use Google Docs. 4 minutes. Okay. Second one is a little bit more, how to use Google Docs. And what else? Third class, integrated media. You know, like the first and second class, you see what's going on. Then you start putting pictures, links, tables, like shapes, server. And then, okay, then connecting Google Docs into others like, you know, Google Keep, Google Drive integration, linking Google Sheets, maybe creating charts. Then it was a little bit like towards like kind of more, because the reason I put like I don't like putting like more than 1 or 2, but here it's a little bit more. We can watch them together. Like you see a minute, 5 minutes, like, you know, whatever, 0 minutes, less than a minute. Okay. Then the last class. The last class is just the culmination of everything. See what's going on. And we can go over these together, can get a reflection from students, like if they watched it and what they get from it, you know, touch base on maybe Google Forms and other stuff. Here, projects, assignments, you see, like, yeah, my personal interest profile. I try to make the projects. I don't want to call them assignments, or, you know, less kind of relevant. So what are your hobbies? You know, like here the instructions a little bit kind of, you know, but it is simple. Yeah, insert a table, try to write, you know, like put your interests, like maybe home interests, school interests, whatever, you know. And the second one is combine skills from number 2 and number 3, and write an assignment kind of connecting everything, just building up. Okay. And I even put an example here so they can get the idea what to do. Number 3, like real life experience, and kind of like we have a saying in Turkish, like if you have flour and sweet and water, why don't you make a candy or something, you know, or cake, you know. So having all these ingredients and making it kind of like sweet, just yeah, and then reap the fruit. And I also put so the number 5 is kind of very important, collaborative learning. So I have the discussion board, right? So it is kind of like the culmination of discussion, like what you see, like who are your friends, they're doing what they did. What can you do? Can't you do? Like you did something and someone else also did. It's kind of like find uh common denominators, right? To create a sense of community. So then extra credit is my personal journey, also relevant. Total 12 points. And in those 12 points, so I'm very flexible because my classes are like high flex scaffolding. Okay. So I am there, meeting there. So maybe open like 2 or 3 times class, walking people together, all together. So far, so I think that's it. So if there's any question, because my class is kind of like a mini class, and what else? Yeah, it's a mini class, and I hope you enjoyed. And let's see. So as you see, so it is all we can handle it. It's not big. It is digestible. It is relatable. It is usable. It can be used for anything. For a taxi driver, they can take their like shift, writing about the issue whatsoever. Yeah. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, I also want to like mention like quickly. So I think I put in the last class that, let me see. Let me see. No, not this one. Didn't work. Not this work. Okay. So I also put, yeah, I also I just wanna also I put it in, I integrate in one of my classes. I put in there Google Docs simplify. Okay, not this one, the other one. Let me see. Just quickly. Um, okay, here how I use and utilize my Google Docs for my research, how much Google Docs helped me, like out of nothing with degrees, like has no idea, to someone helping me like reach my goals and start like research lab. It is a real life, true actual project that Google Docs mostly. Of course, I used forms and sheets and stuff. I also want to tell them maybe in the beginning, sometimes, so they can have like take some project and so and carry the way. Okay. And yep, that's it.